Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing good, enjoying the weather. It's been nice weather here in Toronto, nice and hot. Even though today, right now it's hot, but it looks like it's probably gonna start raining soon, anytime soon. But yeah, just wanted to make a quick video. Just cause lately I've been getting a lot of people asking me about my personal background, and I guess they want to know a little bit more about myself. And I have to admit that I probably have not been doing a very good job at that because you know what I mean, especially being the owner of a brand. I guess people want to kind of relate because people want to know who's the person behind the brand, and people want to know a little bit more about me, which I guess it's a good thing. So I just wanted to make a quick video just to tell you guys a little bit more about myself. For those of you that don't know, my name is Rodney, and I'm the owner of RêVE NOＩR. And basically, RêVE NOIR is a streetwear brand that one day I hope to grow into other things as well. But right now, we're mainly focused on clothing. And I started the brand back in 2020 when the pandemic started. And I found myself having a little bit more time to dedicate towards some of the things that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I, you know what I mean, for whatever reason, I didn't. And if you translate the name of the brand, because this is in French, so if you translate the name of the brand into English, it actually stands for Black Dream. And obviously, I'm black, and being black is one of the things that I'm the most proud of about myself. But the name has nothing to do with that. The name of the brand is mainly because, like I said, you know what I mean, like I alluded to a little bit earlier. I've had these ideas. I've had these dreams of having a clothing brand for a very long time, but for whatever reasons, right? I'm not gonna really get into that too much right now, but for whatever reasons, I just never did it. And that's really the what's behind the name of the brand, because I had these dreams, these ideas, but they were all in the dark, right? So really, the meaning behind this is that you should, right, bring your dreams, you know what I mean, to the light, right? Bring your dreams out of the darkness, basically. So that's really the meaning behind this, because one of the things that I'm trying to do with the brand is really to motivate the youth, not just the youth really, but everybody that relates to the brand, right, to go after their dreams, right? So that's one of the main things behind my brand. And then more in relation to, what I mean, my personal background, some of the questions that people have been asking me. So I live in Canada. I've been living in Canada since 2000. But I was born in Angola in the 80s. So I lived most of my childhood in Angola. Beautiful country, my country of birth, obviously. But back then, we had a civil war going on. There was some turmoil going on in the country. And when I was about 11 going into 12 years old, my mom decided that it was better for me to study abroad. So I went to Portugal. I was in Portugal, in Europe, you know what I mean, for most of my teenage years. Well, I was there for like about 6 years, where I did most of my high school and everything. I did that in Portugal. And then I was living in Portugal. At first, I was living in Portugal with one of my aunts. But then after a year, my grandma came to live with me, my mom's mom. But unfortunately, she got sick and then ended up passing away. So towards the end of my years in Portugal, because my mom was still living in Angola, she was still back home, and then she had my little sister with her, so we were separated. Um, and she was like, you know what? It's better that we all get together because I don't want to live like this anymore. So she made a decision that to go and live Portugal. Actually, uh, based on what she told me, she had a couple of options. She wanted to go to Portugal at first, and we were all just gonna live there, or come to Canada. And eventually, she made the decision to come to Canada. So basically, you know, I lived most of my teenage years in Portugal, and then came to Canada right at the tail end of my teenage years. So I still went to high school here in Toronto for like a year or so, and then after that, college, university, all that good stuff. And that's, like I said, and that's where I've been living ever since. So I've been living in Toronto since the year 2000. And you know, that's just a little bit of a background about myself. And I plan on doing more of these videos, I guess, moving forward. I plan on doing like a more detailed, you know what I mean, video about myself and stuff like that, so that people can, you know a little bit more about me. And I do understand why people, you know what I mean, people are asking these questions, because you want to kind of relate to the person that's behind the brand. But you know, I appreciate you all, you know, for even, you know, asking me the questions, and kind of forcing me to be more out there. So I do appreciate that. And the last thing that I wanted to say is just for everybody that, you know what I mean, that's been showing love and supporting the brand, man, I really thank you all. And I hope that you know, we got to, I guess, you got to know a little bit more about me, and you know, keep supporting the brand. So yeah, I appreciate you all. Love.